Okay. I feel like every time I do this, I put the camera at a different angle. Just whatever I feel like doing. Um Anyway, I am still working on the Rudolph bag. You might be looking at this piece right here and thinking, where does this fit with the picture that's to the left? Well, another thing about this, I didn't say anything when I started making it, but I was trying to just use up the yarn that I already have and try not to like buy more yarn because I have so much yarn, right? So I was like, let me just use the rest of this green because I used it for my piccolo tapestry, and I'm like, I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna use this. The lighting does not look good on here, but gosh, can I make this? Okay, I guess maybe if it's laying flat, it looks really bad. It still looks kind of blue here. It does not look like this IRL. Let me see if I can change some settings with this. I don't know, I think it's just a camera. I think if I were to get another one, it'll be better. I guess a better quality would probably look better. Let's see. I keep telling myself I need to like figure out how this stuff works. Oh, that's probably why the brightness is up like all the way. Why don't I just put it back down to... I might do... I want to make it a little less than what it is now. Okay, I'm making it darker. Okay, yeah, this isn't ideal if it's like pointing towards my face, but for the sake of the craft. Okay, this doesn't look too bad on camera. It's okay, it looks more normal. It looks more like it does IRL. But let's see. Okay, yeah, that's that. Don't I have another one? I'm gonna move this up to see. It's back here. Okay, so Rudolph right here. If you see, she has like a little belt thing. So what I decided to do, I have like a darker brown and like this tan color, which is kind of like the yellow stripes. So I'm thinking of doing this in place of the pockets. So let me get rid of this. So kind of where it was supposed to be, like the racehorse, like the jockey, what the jockey wears, that pattern. But this is all the green I got left. I probably could do one pocket like that, which I'm kind of debating on if I want to do just like the belt going across, or if I want to do one jockey like pattern and then another. I don't know. I think it's also the shape too, because I was trying to think of like the way to get it going diagonally, like with the green and then the white, with it like looking even. And I don't know. Now that I look at it, I'm like, I'm kind of debating. But I think I might just do the belt all the way across. That's what I was planning on doing today. Starting this, I might not finish it. And this isn't the most even, so I was thinking about using some more of the brown, dark brown yarn and kind of going around the edge to make it a little straighter. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see it's a little bumpy. Let me look at the belt again though before I start doing stuff. I mean, yeah, I could go over with this, with the darker brown, not the tan. I decided to keep the same stitches as the rest of the bag because I do like the texture of it. It doesn't make the line super straight, but it does give it like a little artsy look, I guess. yeah, I think I'm gonna chill right now on that idea. Because there's some other stuff that I could be working on right now while I think about what I'm gonna do. I'm very much wanting to do, because I don't use these colors that often, and I think it would look really nice to put that on the bottom where like the belt's supposed to be at, because it's like a different kind of pattern compared to like just a regular green. But something else I did, so I changed, like I undid the entirety of like the front and the back panels because it was huge. So I decided to make it the same size as like a tablet or something like that. Like I can fit a tablet inside, like that's the biggest flat surface. So I undid, oh okay, that's what I was showing also. So this was the original width. So I was running low on yarn. That's one of the reasons why. Because I actually might be using the rest of this to make a flap for the bag. But I did about like half of the width. So I was like, okay, this looks better. It doesn't look too huge. And I also, with some of the plastic canvas, I sewed this on because I was going to do the front and the back as well. But I think I'm just going to do the sides, the side panels, and then the bottom one. Which brings me to another thing I did. So for the bottom panel, to save on green yarn again, I decided to just go ahead and to just make this black, kind of like the shorts that they wear underneath. Because I'm already going to have like the little frills like her skirt, so... Okay, that actually answers my question. I am going to make another one of these. Because I might need the rest of this green yarn. But before I get into that, I might just go ahead and... Because I cut out another one of the plastic canvases. I might just go ahead and sew some of this green on here. I think oh yeah, I left this here. I didn't work on it yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day, let me tell y'all. So, I don't know if you guys watched the news, but there was like a thing going on, or like they reported like a cargo plane crashing. Yeah, that's kind of a little close to where I'm at. In a bad way, not in a funny way. Just like it's crazy. Like watching the news and seeing the stuff that happened. And like my dad has a friend who was like on site, like he was going live, just showing like, hey, this is kind of crazy what's going on. I'm not gonna cut this. No, yes I am. Okay. I hate cutting yarn because I don't want to have to like tie it back if it's like this is way too long or anything, or way too short. But yeah, that entire like cargo, gosh, let me put this. That's why the camera always ends up in a different angle, because the way I'm working. Okay, let me see if I can move you down here. Let me turn this down too. Oh, I didn't want to get angry at you. But what did I do? I skipped 3. Yeah, I did. And did I start it this way? Yes, I did. So it's in the back. Okay, let me make sure this is also kind of... But yeah, the cargo thing was super crazy because like I drive past that airport like all the time. And it's like... Because I noticed when I was driving home, I was like, oh, there's like weird smoke or something in the air. Like, I don't think this is like a rain cloud. Like, it's way too dark to be a rain cloud. And then like finding out in the news when I get home, like what's going on. It's like super crazy. And then also like a supermarket that I sometimes go to, also like someone set some like a part of it on fire as well, and I was like, there's just too much fire going on. Like, Golly. But it's just like one of those things where like you hear about it on the news and you're like, oh, that's not my city. Like, you know, like with all the plane stuff that was happening, was it earlier this year or was it last year? But hearing all that, I was like, I was worried because like there is a lot of air traffic around here. And I was like, okay, well, you know, they also are like super on top of things. And they were not on top of things yesterday. And like the plane crashed in like, was it a residential area? Is that what they're saying it is? It's like an area where there's like a business complex kind of thing. So there's like multiple businesses inside like a little parking lot and stuff. And I'm like, that is so scary. Like even the people who weren't impacted, like you're still impacted in a way. Like if you work out that way or you ever like drive out that way, you kind of like are a little more cautious or a little more worried, you know? Not saying that airplanes are bad, because, you know, they're still technically safer than cars, which is crazy to think of. But there are definitely some crazy crashes that happen in cars. I was watching a TikTok earlier, and there's a guy confronting a lady. I think she said she was like 90 something, and she was like driving and she hit him. And he was like, I need to see your insurance. And the lady was like, but I'm like 90 something, and like I'll just pay for it out of pocket. And the guy's like, yeah, no, $20 is not gonna like fix what like the damage you did. And it's like, what is the lady doing on the road? Some old people do play on the road, I will say. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna say some old people, and they'll play on the road like during the most inconvenient times, like when I'm trying to go to work. But it's always nice when school is out, in a way that like, actually, I think school is out for our local district, or maybe some schools were, because I still noticed a whole bunch of traffic. Okay, I remember this wasn't all the way even. So I was just like skipping through because I don't want to do each and every single one of them. It doesn't have to be like super duper secured, because I'm gonna end up putting a fabric inside anyway. I just need it to be attached to this so that it's sturdier. I know like some people they do a method where they put like starch, like mix some type of starch and stuff and like soak it in, and then let it dry whatever way you want it to be. But I'm not gonna do that, not for this at least. Now there is a project I've been wanting to do for so long, and I'm looking for other yarn brands to use. Like maybe something I could order online, just because Hobby Lobby is it's Hobby Lobby. And I know there are other brands as well. I saw some on TikTok that I kind of want to order and try out. But because I normally work with acrylic yarn is the thing, because it's cheaper. And also, I don't make a lot of clothing stuff, which is something I want to, like, I'm learning to do. Clothes do take a long time, though, because, you know, they're larger pieces. Or at least maybe I'm just a larger person. Oh, okay, that one fits perfectly in the center, or a corner. What was I doing with these? I think I was just putting them... Okay, I was just kind of putting them... Like I said, it's going to be covered with some type of fabric. And I'm going to practice sewing too, because I learned from Halloween if I knew how to sew, my costume would look nice. Which, let's see. I didn't really take any good pictures for real with my costume. But I dressed up as Blaze the cat. I guess I can show a selfie. I'm not gonna show my niece or anything. But I dressed up as Blaze the cat. So I had made the earrings. I crocheted them. They're somewhere in my room. I bought the headband because she has a red headband from Amazon, and my mom got these Dollar Tree jewels. Are a little wonky because I tried to put two of them because it was kind of small by itself. I really enjoyed this necklace that was from Amazon because it like matched exactly. I also got this like fur thingy, and I have like this temporary. It's not a hair dye, it's a hair wax. So my hair is purple right now. I need to wash that out, but these gloves are from when I did a Daisy cosplay, I guess, Daisy costume thing. I did Daisy for like 2 years in a row, and it's so funny because the more I do Daisy, the less it's like a dress, and it's more like just I threw on like an orange hoodie and stuff like that, and I have like earrings and stuff. But I had like this purple dress, and I did not get any good pictures of myself at all. But it was like the shoes. I was trying to do the shoes I did not like. I was trying to use the same fabric I used for the trim right here, which I used like a hemming tape, so it wasn't actually sewed on there. White leggings and yeah, dress and gloves and stuff. But it was fun making, or like fun like trying to make. And I want to learn how to do more, like I want to learn how to actually sew my sewing machine, because I like some people it's just like, oh yeah, just put the yarn and then you just kind of do your thing, and I don't know, it's just a little hard to grasp right now, but I know I can learn it because I've learned stuff. Like I know crochet is not easy for people to learn either, but I kind of know how to do that. I wouldn't say I'm like an expert or anything, but you know, I may actually just leave these to chill. So I want to learn how to do that, and then I also saw like there are so many things I want to make. I still like I started on a Hunter x Hunter like inspired cardigan with like Miriam, like his color scheme. But my silly self decided to just never finish it, or like I finished it but then the proportions were all wrong, because like as I'm saying, I'm learning how to crochet clothes because like you have to really like understand yarn stuff and like how things stretch, and because I made the sleeves super duper long, and then like the body part it's also like it's huge. Like I don't know if maybe I just guesstimate incorrectly about how like my size or what. Yeah, I'm gonna have so much yarn. Gotta tie this all. That's fine. It doesn't bother me too much when I'm like having to tie yarn a bunch. I don't do it in like the prettiest way. I did see a video. I need to try it. I think I might try it for a different project. With this being a bag, I'm not as like concerned with it not being super perfect looking. And it might actually be hard. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hard for most people to see the knots because it's gonna be seen from a distance. But Halloween was great, you know? Like, I normally don't do much on Halloween because I don't do Halloween parties or anything like that, but yeah, I have a niece and a nephew, and they were so funny. So my nephew's only like a few months old, but he dressed up as Sully from Monsters Inc. And we had like a wagon for both of them because we decided to walk around a neighborhood because they don't need that much candy, and my neighborhood doesn't have a large amount of candy giver outers. There was one guy, he gave out like full-size candy bars, and I was like, okay, I guess he's the coolest house on the block now. But my nephew, he literally fell asleep within like us walking one block. It was funny. But my niece, she really enjoyed it. You know, I think it was our first Halloween trick-or-treating. So it was fun. She got free candy. I don't know if her parents checked her candy, but you know. Actually, no, I don't know. I really don't know if they checked her candy or not. I remember as a kid, like, it was a whole process. Like, let me look at your candy. And we just abided because, you know, we wanted to eat the candy. So, yeah, go ahead, look at it. Look at it all you want. Okay, let's see. This might be stretched out weird. Okay, it's not too bad. It's a little... Is this how this one is? It probably isn't. Actually, it's a little bit. This one's a little extra. I might have to... No, because it'll all tie and stuff. Okay. And then I just put it right next to here. Then I cut the large amount of green yarn that I need to tie back onto the larger piece, and not the most secured, but it's something. Okay, so I got these two panels, which will be on the sides of the bag. The bottom, I need to cut the canvas for this, so I'll probably do this one off stream because it's also black, so it's really hard to see. Well, it is a different black to my desk, so that's a fun thing. But this is the canvas. So I originally, let me tell you, like, you cannot see because I can't zoom this out enough, but all of this was one of the panels before I like redid it. And it's crazy to think because, like, let me show you. So first off, I made it a bit shorter. So this is it lining up with the bottom and like the side. So I made it like over an inch shorter. And then also maybe like about 2 inches thinner. So but with the green yarn, I'll go ahead and show you. So fun fact about this one right here, so I had to go to like this work meeting. It's like a yearly meeting, and we're like not in the office and stuff, and it's like with all the public health workers and stuff. But I started maybe like around here, and I got like all, okay, I said I'd like here, and I got like the rest of this all completed. I was told to bring a little project from someone who's been to the meeting before, and I was like, okay. And I didn't know I was gonna get this much done. Like, I had to stop and count so I can do like this bend part right here. So this, I don't know how many more rows I need of this. I kind of put like an estimate of how far I want it to go down with this marker, but I don't really know. But I would be connecting, so let me see if you guys can, yeah, you guys can see. So this right here is like one of the knots I had to do. Here goes another knot, because I was using yarn from what used to be the sides. That's what made me like kind of want to resize everything, or at least resize the sides. I resized the big parts earlier, and then I was like, ooh, how's this matching up with what's going on here? But yeah, that's a thing that I think I'm gonna figure out off stream, because I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with that. But for this, I just wanted to show how I had to switch all the colors, and I know there's like a thing with weaving, and I just kind of put it underneath and through a few stitches, so I'm good to cut these off. And I try to make sure to put them all on one side. So like, actually I might leave one of these to show that this is the inside.
It's amazing how strong that song
just in case I like forget. But this will be the inside of the pocket, obviously. I don't think I'm gonna put like a fabric or anything. And I hope the music isn't too loud. It's always hard to tell, because I put my headphones in, and yeah. But usually I would not just be cutting these away like this. I would at least put them through. So like these used to be on the edges, and I wove them through like these, the outer edges of these stitches. Okay, so yeah, now it looks like that. And that's about 30 minutes, mostly me yapping. Okay, I'm getting better at yapping, I think. So let me think. So I wanted to continue the pattern. So it was 3, I started off with the dark brown. And what I like to do personally, I know there's people who like work with their yarn differently. Also, this is gonna be scrap yarn, and I see people do scrap yarn projects, and I don't have the same kind of scrap yarn as they do. I have like little itty bitty pieces, but I'm thinking of doing something with like some of the longer pieces I've gotten. But what I like to do when I'm working with my yarn, so here is, oh, let me get that out. Here's my yarn bowl, here's the yarn. I'm putting this on the ground because what happens is gravity is going to be pulling this bad boy up, so it's going to like slowly roll around and unravel itself. Okay. Now the question is, how many chains did I do? Yeah, I was doing so good writing down like the steps of like the things that I'm doing, but haven't been doing too good. I kind of like, let me just wing it and see what we get. Let's see. So I will show. Let me see. Do I have a? What is this? Okay, let me. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so this right here is like the pattern that I'm following, I guess. Let me. So, the website for this is called Stitch Fiddle, and you can like import pictures. This is what I used to make the Piccolo design. I guess I'll just put this up here. I feel like Wandom Wednesdays just has a bunch of random things just floating around. So I did 21. Because if you look, I don't know if you can see the numbers, but it goes from right to left and it counts up to 20. I forgot how, cause like I'm used to doing Tunisian or like, I don't know how to say it, like usually whenever you're crocheting, you're supposed to do it like, oh wait, no, I do it, what I'm doing is I'm going from bottom up because this is not going straight across. If this was going straight across, I would have to change colors in the middle of a chain, which I will show you why that is difficult. I know it's possible, but I feel like it's just a lot. So if I did like 1, 2, 3, so working with one yarn, you would have to like get a whole other thing of yarn, and it's complicated. Anyway, I'm working like this, back and forth, going like that. Now the other question is, did I start with a... I don't think it matters what I started with. I think. Okay, so anyway, let me just start project. I make an X on my fingers and put hook underneath, and I do like one of those. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh wait, I did not do 20. I did 16. I don't trust myself count backwards from chains. I think it's like a funny crochet thing where people are like, when I find out like the first row is like 300 chains, like for blankets and stuff, and people lose count like all the time, and it's like, how do I start over? You can count them, but it's a lot of work. Okay, I have to go from, I gotta do up and down, so that does go up to 15, but I add an extra one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, oh. I can count from here, hold on. Okay, I'm not counting. I am gonna do the chains up here though, where I can see them better and have more control over my hands. Alright, 16. It looks like a braid. Okay, so I think I start with a double crochet, because with this texture we have to alternate. Okay, double, single. Maybe that's what I should get myself for Christmas. A new webcam. Or maybe one of those fancy cameras that, I don't know, people hook up. I don't know, would that impact like the frames of like the stream? I don't know. I mean, on stream days like this where it's like just a few things, like a few still images and then like a camera, it shouldn't be too bad. But does it impact if you have like gameplay? I don't know. But I think my job is, I think they mentioned like us getting like a retention bonus soon. Like, hey, thanks for not quitting. Here's some extra money. Which I know not a lot of companies do that, or like I assume not a lot do that, because I've been working for a bit and I've never heard of anything like that before. Okay, let me finish this first row. The first row is always difficult to do when you can't see it or like manhandle it. Let me see if I can. like, I really want to show you all it. But I'm like, I'm trying to, let's see. This is a little closer to me. Maybe this angle. Oh, let me. But I'm like trying to figure out like what I want to get, because it's almost Black Friday and I usually have a list of things I want. Like, my dream is to like be able to buy a PC. Like, I know technically like what's that stuff called? Buying it and building it yourself is cheaper. But gosh, I don't know if I have the time to build it. Or like at least build it in a reasonable time. But I know you can like start out small and kind of work your way up. Okay. So I chain one at the end. So that will count as my one. Even though I did like a chain row. It just makes things easy for me. But it's like also like understanding computer parts is so confusing to me. Come on. What happened here? Come on. I don't know why you did that, or why I did that. Just making things more difficult on myself. It's around this little hole area right here, so I was like not trying to use the hole, but I was trying to use this one right up here. But yeah, computer parts seem really confusing to me, because like, what do you mean not all games can run with like the most basic graphic card or something like that? I don't know. So I definitely need help. I don't want to like, I know pre-builts can like skimp out, but like how much are they skimping out, you know? Like, is there a pre-built that's like pretty decent that, gosh, okay, I'm gonna try to do this row and see if I can fix my mistakes. But like, is there a pre-built that exists that's like, it can run like a decent amount of games and then you like add on to it, you know? Or like change a few things up? Like, oh, it's kind of hot. Can you just add another fan? Or like, do you have to have like a certain computer part that like accepts that many fans, you know? Because I have no clue. And I know like YouTube and other video stuff exist. And those videos are always so long because they're like trying to sell you something. They're like, okay, let me show you how I built my first PC. It all started in ye olden days, and oh, before we get into that, here's today's sponsor, you know? And then if you try to skip around, and they like are 5 billion steps ahead, and they're like, and then you just turn it on and it's all good. And it's like, oh gosh, I missed a step or two. Okay. I'm gonna try, hopefully this second row is better, or third row, because I need to show the way I changed the colors, which I think is a way most people change colors when they crochet. There are definitely some like little fun ways to do it where you can make it like a really clean transition. I do like the most basic. I don't know. I don't consider myself like a crochet pro or anything. Now, crochet pro, let me tell y'all. So like, there is this girl who crochets, and she's on TikTok, and she's like making like this life-size plush of queso, and she's made like smaller ones of him too, and they're like super amazing. Like, being able to freehand something like that It's like super cool. Like what I'm doing right now is just a bunch of squares and rectangles. It's nothing crazy. I will say I was quite impressed the way my my Ninja plush came out. For that to be free-handed. Gosh, I hate doing like the smaller projects like this. Like my hands, these fingers right here get like a little carpal tunnel, you know? Because I'm like clenching them because I'm like trying to make sure I have a good grip on this. Okay, so I'm not gonna completely finish this. This is supposed to be a double, and I already did like the first one. So let me leave this here. And so with this one, okay, so I usually like to pull yarn out from the middle, but I've just been getting this one from the outside because I'm like, I'm not gonna use too much of it, so I'm not gonna worry about the middle too much. And let me just do a little stretch. Okay. This is why I'm not gonna finish this on stream, because these two guys right here that are clinching for dear life. But what I do is I don't do any like extra special loops. I just kind of put this on here regularly. And because once you're, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of secured once you start like doing stitches and stuff. But this is technically the end right here of this round, so I do that chain one, then I turn around and get to doing stuff. So let's see, it ended in a, wait, what did it end in? It ended in a double, so yeah, I should be doing a single. And okay, let me just pull on these bad boys. I just pull on it to make it a bit tighter. It also, whenever I do pull it, it does make the kind of dent in a bit, but it's nothing. Oh, whoa. Okay. It's nothing too bad to do. I don't think so, at least. Also, I forgot to do this. Okay. Yeah, I usually have it on my phone cause like sometimes I can't tell like what it looks like for you guys, cause like I don't know, I feel like I have other stuff on OBS. Yeah, cause like the lighting of my computer screen, a monitor, is different than like on my phone. So like I can kind of see what you guys are having to deal with, and I am sorry you guys have to deal with this. But one day, I feel like that's a reasonable purchase to make for myself. I mean, one Black Friday sale, I bought a whole gaming laptop, which I've been using for a few years. Oh, gosh, okay, should I do this? No, because then I'm gonna hit this. Wait, am I? This might be a move. I'm like kind of hugging my webcam because it's like on a tripod. But also really happy, I recently posted a little TikTok. I don't know if I'm gonna start posting anything that like promotes my streams in particular just yet. I guess I technically promoted like my Wandom Wednesday ones, but just like regular gameplay streams, just because I don't do them consistent enough. I'm very much like, I don't feel like it, so I'm just not gonna do it. Or, oh, my family wants to hang out, so I'm just gonna hang out with them. So they'll complain if I don't. They'll be like, wow, you never spend time with us. And I'm like, I live with you guys. I don't know what else you want from me. Okay, me knocking into the camera is me. So when I pull on this, you can see that in the middle. That's the only thing I don't like about working from the outside like this. It causes a lot of commotion. I could just take off the label, but I kind of want to keep it there because this is very close to another color, and I don't want to forget which one is which. Okay, but this is the first row, and I think, yeah, I only did 2 rows of this. Okay, nope, let's go back to hugging it. Because hugging works. Okay, no, this is, you know, not too bad. It's a little shaky, but it is better than the one I put around like my shoulders, because even though, yeah, it does give you a POV, I'm like super shaky. Gosh, I hate doing the end one, especially when I'm at a weird angle. Okay, but that's that row. So as you could tell, it kind of like dips, like you see, like it dips into the brown, and the brown kind of dips back, like a yin yang kind of thing going on. And that's only because of the alternating stitches, how I alternate between double and single. But it also makes it so the rows aren't like completely straight. I don't know, it does like a zigzag. Because I have the double on top of the singles and singles on top of the doubles. Yeah, I still can't believe I got that much done at a meeting. And they like served us food or catered food to us, so we didn't have to like pay for anything. Okay, so now I gotta switch again. And this is where you start seeing like a bazillion ends. Let me also make sure. I'm pretty sure it was this much. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so then I have to get this one, give it a good cut, and let's see how much time. We're at 48 minutes in. Yeah, I can go to the rest of the hour. I do need to make lunch for tomorrow, so I don't want to be on too long. But yeah, this week has been an EP week for me. As in, been very EP from work. So that's why I haven't streamed too much. But that's just some days in general. Oh wait, hold on. What am I doing? What am I doing? Don't do that. I think I did mess up on the first one. Because the last row, it's not matching up. And I'm refused to undo it. And then there was this new like update thing. So like at my job, we use an interpreter quite often. Like we have to call for one and stuff like that. And it changed up on us. Like the process of like getting an interpreter. And it was so confusing and doesn't make any sense. And they didn't like update us. And I'm just like, did they update anybody about this? And they probably didn't. Like one of my coworkers was like, I didn't even think I called the right number because like the way it answers and everything is so different. And I just had a guy just going, pin code, pin code, pin code. And I'm like, I don't know the pin code. I don't understand. Did I not give you this earlier? Is there a different one? And he was just angry, so I hung up on him. Not a person I was helping, but the interpreter. The person was in the office, so I didn't hang up. I like to call the interpreter before they enter the office, so it looks like I'm all prepared and professional and stuff. Which is actually really interesting to think. I work with like mostly Gen Z people, but I feel like they still don't, like, I feel like we're like different types of Gen Z people. Like one of them, she goes to church, and the other one, you know, I don't know what she does, but it's not playing video games and watching anime, I'll tell you that. Like I feel like we all kind of have this unique kind of thing going on, which is good. You know, we don't want everyone to be the same. That would be kind of boring, especially in a workplace. Oh, okay, I remember I was going to talk about earlier. So, I was going to learn how to do some, like, sewing stuff. And I was going to start by, because I didn't realize, you know, that Dollar Tree had, like, little fabric stuff. Like, they have, like, a little craft thing going on. I've bought some yarn from them. I'm going to make a short. I'm making so many crafting shorts. I think I don't put all my, so this is my ideology right now. So I will make short videos. Not all of the short videos will go on my YouTube page, but they will all go on my TikTok for sure. Not all of them are gonna go on my Instagram page, but TikTok for sure. Because TikTok, I feel like it's just like, you can post a bunch of random stuff. Like, I'm not expecting people to follow me, but, you know, just a small interaction is what I'm expecting, I guess. So, like, I've had people like my Miku car video, and I don't think I'll ever see them again on my page, but, you know, I've like, you can just kind of post things on there. What did I end this with? I ended with the double, okay. And this will be the last row before I switch to the lighter brown. But like, when I did a Project Diva shorts kind of showing like how different extreme difficulty for like the same song was from a few months ago. It was Fire Flower. And there was like one part where when I saw it, I was like so confused and just like, oh my gosh, all these double notes, I can't read anything. And now I'm like pretty confident, or like confident enough I can get past the part, you know. And I kind of do some more videos like that, like maybe after every so often, like every few months, I want to do like a Project Diva progress video or something. So I did that. That was fun. And I posted it on my TikTok and my Instagram, because my Instagram, there's not a bunch on there, but it is connected to, I did connect it with the little extension from Twitch, so you can like see posts. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I want to definitely post like stream, like, maybe. I definitely want to post like stream clip thingies on Instagram. And then also put like a picture of like my Halloween costume. So I guess stuff you wouldn't see on stream or on YouTube. And I'm still trying to think of how I want to do like YouTube stuff. Like, I still need to record and edit videos. Oh, hold on. And it's almost an hour. Okay, so this one, is this also ending in, hold on. No, this is ended in a single. So instead of doing this thing and doing all that, I just kind of put this in here and grab a loop. Then I gotta cut this. I don't have to cut it too long because it'll all be kind of in. I'm gonna just slightly remove this for now. I'll put it back later. Okay, so then I will do this. Hold on, let me do get my angle again. Do this. Chain 1. Give it a little turn. And this ended in a single, so I'll go ahead and I didn't know I had to double it or something. Okay. And pull on these bad boys. But yeah, I'm still planning on, I don't know exactly what. I had like a whole goal for like YouTube. And even last year and the year before, I did like a little recap video, but there's not much to recap this year because I didn't post much. I did post more shorts than other years, which was one of my goals, I guess. But I just don't think all my short ideas would work well. Like I did this like Stardew Valley recipe, and like thinking back, I was like, I don't know if this was the move for my YouTube because I don't think anyone understands. I haven't played Stardew Valley. It was my plan to do like a Stardew Valley video, but I don't know, none of the challenges stuck out to me. Or like the challenges, they take so long, like the editing process I know is like, must be crazy for those videos. Like there's this one challenge I've been wanting to do, and I'm like, I don't think I would do a video on it, but, or like, I feel like I should do it because it's a pretty lengthy one, and it's like the shipping crate. Like you have to get things from the beginning to the end, and like I have a mod which I keep taking on and off when I download and re-download the game, because I go through that with Stardew Valley when I download and delete to like free up space for stuff. Oh, I need to log into Uma Musume to get I gotta get the half anniversary carrots. Dude, those carrots are gonna come so handy. I feel like I haven't pulled for like the last few horses because I'm waiting on the Christmas Oguri cap. I don't know, I have Oguri cap, even though Rudolf is like, you know, making the whole bag after Rudolf because Rudolf is like the coolest. Oguri cap still has like a soft place in my heart because she was like the very first like 3-star Uma I pulled. And she's also just like, I don't know if she's like an easy to build horse or what. But my top horse is Oguri Cap, and there's, you know. Also haven't trained any other horses too crazy. Because I do have that swimsuit Marzinski, and I hear she goes kind of crazy. But I don't know if I have all the stuff for her, or like good parents. Because I don't have many front runners. And also, so the swimsuit Marzinski and like the regular Marzinski, or like any of those horse variations, if you use like them as legacies, like can you not choose like the base one if you're like using, I don't know how to say it, but I'm gonna probably figure that out because I'm gonna log in real quick. I don't know if I should like take you guys along, but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end things here. So I'm gonna work on another one of these, and then I'm gonna put one of these plastic canvases on the back of this. Next Wandom Wednesday, I might do another perler bead fruit or vegetable. I still haven't put any of this in my office. And I'm like debating if I want to wait because because I know one of my coworkers is leaving, but I kind of want to just kind of put in there now. But I don't want to just put like 2 things on the wall. I'm trying to aim for at least 4 things. So I think I'll be doing another perler bead. I got 1 thing from Minecraft, 1 thing from Stardew Valley. I'm still trying to like kind of, because I feel like I've seen more pixel food from different games before. I just cannot remember them all. But I'll be working on that probably next Wednesday. But the Wednesday after, I'll probably start assembling this so I can finish up, because I still got this, you guys. I haven't forgot about this yet. But yeah, I'm gonna say thank you for everyone who came to tonight's stream. And until next time, I will see you guys later.